Welcome to the Manx Theatre Podcast.
Come on to the theatre.
Hello, and welcome back to episode 78 of the Manx Theatre Podcast with me, Neil Callan. Thank you to everyone who's listened to our previous episodes. If you're brand new to the podcast, welcome along and thanks for joining us. In this podcast, we like to try and keep you up to date with what's going on in theatre on the Isle of Man, chatting to the cast and creatives of upcoming shows to find out a little bit more about the shows and the people behind them, and also what our Manx-born and bred performers are doing further afield.
Coming up on this week's podcast.
I'm joined by Bethan Owen, Lauren Newson and David Britton from the Manx Operatic Society's production of Legally Blonde, which opens at the Gaiety Theatre this Saturday night. You can still listen to all of our previous episodes through all your usual podcast outlets and at manxradio.com/podcasts. If you're enjoying the podcasts, whilst you're there, make sure to give us a like, a 5-star rating, and click subscribe or follow or whatever it is you need to do to make sure that you never miss an episode. Giving the podcast a review also helps make it available for other people to find. The Greatest Showman, the musical's limited run at the Bristol Hippodrome, where Samantha Barks is starring as Charity Barnum, comes to a close this week with the final performance on the 10th of May. From there, Sam will be appearing in the Les Miserables Arena Spectacular around the UK and at New York's Radio City Music Hall, where she'll be taking on the role of Fantine. Following that, she's also appearing in Theatre Royalty Drury Lane at the Theatre Royal Drury Lane on Sunday the 23rd of August, where she'll be appearing alongside Cedric Neal, John Owen Jones, her current onstage husband Oliver Thompson and Rachel Tucker, amongst many others, and the evening will be hosted by Brian Conley. Casey Crane has recently embarked as a production vocalist on the Borealis for RWS Global Entertainment, who have recently taken over Fred Olsen Cruises. For the next 6 months, he'll be sailing around Europe, taking in France, Spain, Italy and the Canary Islands, before heading north past the British Isles, including the Isle of Man, to the Netherlands, Norway and Iceland. He'll be performing in 16 productions, which are all 1 act long and jam-packed with content. There'll be themed cabaret quartets and also solo cabaret sets. Well done, Casey. Enjoy your trip. Following a smash hit run in the West End, Pride and Prejudice, sort of, is a comedy adaptation of the classic novel and is heading off on Cunard's Queen Anne. It's an all-female cast of 5 playing all the different parts and includes our very own Prisha Krukal, who'll be playing Jane Bennet and others. It'll be touring around the Mediterranean, the Aegean, Iceland, Norway, and Prisha will be in the cast until the 13th of October. So if you find yourself on board, check it out. Last weekend, Parker Kissack has been in action again at the semi-finals of West End Calling, having made it through the Manchester Heats. West End Calling is a nationwide competition for aspiring musical theatre actors aged 7 to 21. Now, he won't find out if he's made it through to the grand final, to be held in the West End Theatre, until this coming weekend. So, fingers crossed for him, and I'll update you when I know. I'm sure we'll be able to get him on a future podcast to talk about his experiences with the competition and how he got on. This episode has been made possible by funding from the Isle of Man Arts Council. For full details of the funding available and the application deadlines, check out their website at iomarts.com. Well, that's all the news for now, but make sure you keep up to date with what's going on between episodes by following Manx Theatre Podcast on both Facebook and Instagram. Now, a couple of weeks ago, on a rare night off from rehearsals, I popped down to the Manx Operatic Society to chat to some of the cast about Legally Blonde. And here we go.
You're listening to the Manx Theatre Podcast with Neil Callan.
Oh my God, you guys. I'm joined now on the podcast by Bethan Owen, David Britton and Lauren Newson from the Manx Operatic Society ahead of their production of Legally Blonde, which runs at the Gaiety Theatre from the 9th to the 16th of May. David and Lauren, welcome along. And Bethan, welcome back.
Thank you.
So Bethan, you were here this time last year, really, for Everybody's Talking About Jamie.
I was, yeah.
And how did that go for you?
It was really good. It was such a good show.
Yeah.
And, seeing the difference from when it was in rehearsals to, actually being on stage was it was crazy. I absolutely loved it.
Brilliant. Okay, so David and Lauren, welcome along for your very first time on the podcast.
Thank you.
So today we are here to talk about your upcoming production of Legally Blonde. And we're, 4 weeks away, something like that?
Less than that, I think now. I think 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
We've got tech, so
Yeah. So it's not long then, not many rehearsals left then before you get into the theatre and and the mayhem begins.
Yeah.
So for the people who, I suppose people might know Legally Blonde because it was last done on the island about 2014, I think it was, with Anne-Marie Crane in the lead role. And she's off now working professionally, doing amazing things. And also congratulations because she got engaged in the last week as well. So awesome for her. And also there's the film from 2007, I want to say, something like that.
Sounds right.
With Reese Witherspoon. And obviously that was a huge film. So lots of people will have a rough idea. But for those people who have lived under a rock their entire lives and have never heard of Legally Blonde, can you give us an idea of the story and what we can expect?
Well, Elle goes off to university to try and chase a man that she's in love with. And I don't think she really realizes initially either like how bad he is for her to begin with, or pretty much for most of the show. And it's only while she's at university and kind of discovering herself and kind of some other bad things that he does towards her, like how much she's worth, and that she should just do it for herself. And that's kind of the show in a nutshell, really, with lots of like funny, kind of ridiculous bits.
There's a lot of ups and downs, isn't there?
Bit of a roller coaster.
It is.
So Elle is the leading lady,
Yes.
and her boyfriend that's Warner, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
So he's the nasty guy that dumps her because he's going off to Harvard University.
Harvard Law School.
So this esteemed Ivy League university, and she's a bit of a ditzy blonde bimbo. That's the kind of impression you get of her to begin with, isn't it?
Yes.
But she's really kind of gutted about the fact that he's dumped and gone off to Brooke because he doesn't think she's good enough, probably, or maybe that's his parents' view is that she's not good enough for him because he's going to be this high-powered lawyer, and she's like, oh, I know. I'll get myself into law school and I'll prove that I'm worth.
Yes.
Yeah, and somehow she does it, and somehow she gets it.
Yeah. With a score of 175.
I'm assuming that's good.
Yes, very good.
What's the score to get in? 175?
175.
Just about squeaks it.
Yeah.
And then on the way then through her journey through university at the law school, then she meets a few of the characters along the way that sort of helps to bolster her confidence, I guess.
Yeah. So she's got her 3 best friends, which is Margot, Serena, Pilar, and that's played by Tara Black is playing Serena, Jade Ward is playing Margot, and then Alicia Schofield is playing Pilar. And they are like her little cheerleaders along the way. And in some scenes, they're like in Elle's head, so they're not real.
Yeah.
But they're like, telling her to come on. And then they're literally, wherever I am, they're always there. So they're like my little sidekicks.
Like guardian angels.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And then there's also Paulette, which is played by Tracy McCann. And she's like, she becomes Elle's best friend. So she works in like a nail salon and hair salon.
Yeah.
And her and Elle just get on really, really well. So then it's kind of like a second mum, really.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, I come to meet Brooke Wyndham, who is played by Lauren Newson. And then they get along really well as well because Elle discovers that Brooke is like an ex-Delta Nu.
Oh, right, okay.
So that's
which is the sorority that she
which
becomes
is
part
the
of at
sorority
Harvard,
that Elle's a part of as well. So it's like they have a really good
It's like
bond.
a sisterhood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like proper sisterhood bond. And then at Harvard, I obviously meet Emmett, which is David
Who's
Britton.
he?
And then, we end up falling in love, and Warner is history.
Yeah.
But along the way, also, there's Vivian, who tries to make things very difficult.
That's Warner's new girlfriend,
Which,
isn't it?
yeah, which is Warner's new girlfriend, and she is played by Eve Puzzar. So she's like what Warner wants, essentially. You know, like the law student, got like the law look and everything, but she just really tries to make Elle's life difficult.
She's a bit bossy and a bit stuck
Yeah.
up. Eve must be relishing that.
She's excellent.
She plays her very well. Yeah, she's very, very good.
So the character Emmett, then, it's a bit unrequited love to begin with, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And I think initially, he sees like what Elle's trying to like achieve and just wants kind of the best for everyone. And I think he does look out for her initially, and even though it's maybe a little bit unrequited. But I think like just as the show goes on and kind of like looking out for her more and more and more, she like kind of slowly realizes what she wanted was like there in front of her all the time, not from this other I won't say the word I was going to say. Other man, other gentleman.
Yes, that's putting it nicely. So also there's a well, actually, before we go on to Professor Callahan, we'll talk a little bit more with Lauren about Brooke.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a situation that Brooke's found herself in, isn't there?
Yeah. So unfortunately, Brooke's husband has been murdered, and she has been accused of his murder. So currently in my orange jumpsuit in jail, waiting for trial.
And jump suit. You really put the jump into jumpsuit in this show, don't you?
Yeah.
As well?
So yeah, I didn't know how to skip before this, so that's been a learning curve. And it's been really fun. It's got me really fit.
So was it whipped into shape? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So that's a heck of a number, and you are literally skipping the entire way through for all 3.5, 4 minutes
See
of
the opening of Act 2 as well.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest numbers, I'd say, and you absolutely smash it.
It's done some serious cardio then over the last few months.
Yeah, very much.
But then, so Elle's budding legal career and her studies, and also a little bit of cosmetic know-how kind of helps find that loophole that sort of helps clear your name.
Yeah, so the rest of the legal team I'm not very impressed by.
Yeah.
Because we're such sorority girls, we just sort of click. And so suddenly I find some common ground in my legal team.
Yeah.
The others I think I see as just snobs I'm not really interested in.
Yeah.
But then me and Elle click, and it turns out that our sort of sisterhood is what helps us solve the case in the end without any spoilers.
Looking at the cast then, so Bethan, we've already said that you're playing Elle.
Yeah.
And we've mentioned David, you're playing Emmett, and Lauren, you're playing Brooke.
Yeah.
We've mentioned Tracy is playing Paulette.
Yes.
And so Paulette is, she's like a hairdresser?
Yeah, she works in a salon.
A salon, yeah.
Yeah.
And she becomes, like you said, like a second mother figure to Elle, yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Because, feel throughout the show at the start, they've always had, that close bond, haven't they? But then as the show goes on, you can see their relationship, really build. And then Elle tries, obviously she's getting all her law experience and then tries to help Paulette with her, personal situations as well.
Yeah.
And it's just, the whole story is, how everyone comes together, so it's lovely.
Yeah.
You do get a little bit like that with your nail tech.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Your agony aunt.
Yeah.
Long conversations, yeah.
Yeah.
And so Tracy McCann is playing her. I think last time it was Lisa Dancox, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
And obviously Tracy and Lisa played together last year as Ray and
Margaret.
Jamie's mum. Margaret,
Yeah.
yes. So that's great. It's a nice little sort of passing of the baton
It is,
between them
isn't
two,
it?
isn't it?
Yeah.
Warner is played by Ben Gale.
Yes.
And he was Jamie last year as well. So.
He was, yeah.
So he's gone from being the lovely guy to being the horrible guy.
Yes.
It was an easy transition.
The roles have reversed though, because I was also nasty and Jamie, and now I'm all butterflies and rainbows.
So how's Ben handling being nasty? You're saying it's coming naturally to him?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, we've also discussed that Vivian is played by Eve, and she seems to be relishing the nasty.
Yeah.
Both of them too seem to be almost
Very
a little bit
good.
typecast. Just both nailing it.
The cloak and the moustache twiddling. And on to the more senior members of the cast. We have Professor Callahan, played by David Artis.
Yeah.
I mean, a legend.
He's
Yeah.
incredible.
I thought you said we were going to say alleged then. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, in the show he almost plays a bit of a pretentious lecturer. He's leading the law students throughout Harvard, and yeah, he just ends up being a bit of
he's a bit of a nasty piece of work
Bit of
as
a-
well,
He
isn't
is very,
yeah.
Just sort of makes abuse of his position of power, doesn't he?
yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
I think a lot of characters as well in the show generally have a bit of a redemption arc or some sort of growth throughout the show, but not Professor Callahan. No,
No.
growth is happening there.
He
I
said
think
he's really enjoying playing that because he's not really got to play the baddie before.
Yeah.
In all the
No.
roles he's done, he said he's not really been the baddie.
Yeah, even with Sweeney Todd, yes, he was kind of sort of the villain, but he was kind of the wronged man, and actually the real villain was Judge Turpin in that. So he's kind of the big redemption arc for Sweeney through that show as well, and obviously then he unalives at the end. Why can we not say the D word anymore? I don't know. It's very strange. Yeah, so yeah, it must be great for David then playing sort of the villain the whole way through.
Yeah.
yeah, he does it very well.
It's not a big panto villain anyway. And then there's are they the Delta New Girls? Or are they... No, this is the kind of
There's the three main Delta News.
Yeah.
And then,
so that's Margot, Serena and Pilar,
Yeah.
which is Jade Ward, Tara Black and Alicia Schofield.
yes.
And then there's also Enid, played by Lois Mooney.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's
What's
brilliant.
Enid? Tell us about Enid. What's she do, or is it too much of a spoiler?
Not a spoiler, it's just trying to think of the correct words. She's very am I allowed to say ballsy?
Yeah.
Ballsy.
Hardcore feminist.
Yeah, bold, lesbian. Just, really hardcore.
Yeah.
Wow, you're hardcore.
Is she a friend of Brooks from prison then, or?
No. So
No.
she's part of Callahan's legal team.
Oh, right, okay,
as
yeah.
well, but she's like the tough nut of the legal team.
Right, okay. You don't want to mess with her then?
No.
No. Or really any of them. I think actually all of them scare me a little bit.
And then there's Chutney, played by Holly Callow.
She's brilliant.
She is so good.
So Chutney is my stepdaughter.
Right, okay.
So it's her father who's been murdered. And she's an interesting character.
Yeah.
Holly plays it brilliantly.
I wasn't
is
I
very
wasn't
good.
there for the initial blocking, and like I remember like coming into it, and everyone already knew what was going to happen, and I was like so shocked and blown away.
Genuine
Like
reaction.
genuine reactions, and I was like, oh, what the? And there's one bit that she does that I won't really give away, but like it genuinely makes me jump. Actually, nearly still every time she does it, it
No,
still makes me
yeah.
jump.
She's really, really good
She's
at
so
it,
good
isn't
at
she?
it. Yeah, she's brilliant.
And she's so young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good at acting already.
Brilliant. And then there's a whole load of other little sort of cameo roles that are picked up by the rest of the cast. I mean, I won't go through them all because there's a lot of them, and there's a lot of people, and there's a lot of doubling up as well. So it's,
Yeah.
we'll just say the rest of the cast.
Yes.
But obviously, we can't go any further without mentioning the real stars of the shows, the two most important parts, which is Bruiser and Rufus,
Yes.
or should I say Nellie and Damon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So these are your two little doggies.
they are.
I wonder if they're going to be in dressing room 1.
I want them in my dressing room.
Not with you, just on their own. The doggy dressing
Yeah.
room.
So Nellie is playing Bruiser, who is Elle's little chihuahua.
Yes, she is. She's honestly like, I absolutely love her. She's so cute and like, she's just perfect for the role, isn't she?
Oh, they're both
like
Well behaved.
very, very well behaved. Like she's so chilled. So
Yeah.
we can literally pick her up, take her on stage, and she's unfazed by
She's
literally
quite
everything.
happy in a handbag, isn't she?
She is. Yeah,
Happy in a handbag.
She's got her own little handbag.
Probably isn't the first time.
Yeah. So she has her own little handbag, and
Yeah.
she comes with me everywhere. And yeah, she's so chill. Like she's perfect.
Do you spend any time with her away from rehearsals or just in rehearsals?
When she comes in,
Yeah.
I always I go over and say hi.
Yeah.
I'd probably annoy the owner because I'm always like, Nelly. But I think what we're trying to do now when they come in is like try and get a bond with them so
Yeah.
that they're not just like, who is this person?
Pocket full of treats.
Yeah, but I think because like Nelly is like naturally very calm, she's not bothered by anyone, but it'd be nice if we can get like a proper bond with
Yeah.
them. Because I know Tracy's trying hard with Damon,
Yeah.
who's playing Rufus.
Right, so he's Tracy's dog then.
Yeah, he is just a little ball of energy. Like
So
He's a little corgi, isn't he?
he is. He's very, very good, and he's a
so
service dog as well.
Oh, right, okay.
So he's very well behaved. So he does quite a few tricks as well. But like as soon as he walks in the room, he always almost has a smile on his
he
face.
literally
Yeah.
does.
Like he's so cute. So like it's two different personalities because Nelly just sits there chill and Damon's like, stroke me, pet me, play with me.
Happy to be here.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like a million miles an hour all the time, but he's
so
so good.
Any accidents in the rehearsal room?
Not yet.
And the dog?
Oh no.
No.
So, I mean, how's rehearsals been going? It's been a different sort of process to Jamie? Is it something new, different for you, or?
I think it's been very similar to Jamie.
Yeah.
But obviously this is like my first proper lead role. So I've never seen it as like full on. So I've been every rehearsal I'm needed. Whereas
Yeah.
with Jamie it was like I'd get a couple of nights off. But I absolutely love it. Like it's full on constantly, but I've enjoyed every minute of it.
She never falters. Like she is
So impressive.
100 every rehearsal. She's so good.
Thank you.
Impressive or sickening, David?
Wow.
It is amazing. Like I've said to a few people already, just like she barely leaves the. In fact, is there even one number that you even leaves the stage for?
I think the longest I'm off stage is maybe like 15 seconds.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like
watching
not
that
long.
one.
All my quick
Yesterday,
changes are pretty much on
you're just
stage.
Like I
Yeah.
just don't know how you like retain like that much
Yeah.
like dialogue, singing, choreo, everything.
And the
It's
energy
so
doesn't dip.
impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same with Come From Way, but even I've got longer off stage than that.
Yeah, I think like I don't know what it is because in school I always struggled with like maths and numbers and letters and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Like my brain just not working that way, but give me a script and a song to learn and
Yeah.
absorb it like a sponge. So I think it's like when I really enjoy something and I'm passionate about it, I know I can do it.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to me that I can actually remember everything,
Yeah,
because
you
like
were off books. So
Yeah.
it's like growing up in school, I was like doing English. I'm like, oh my gosh. But
Yeah, but you're saying being off book so fast. I think when you've got such a big part like that,
Yeah.
then you can't be sort of wandering around with your book for months on end trying to.
Yeah.
You just got to get off and then you can get into it.
rip the plaster off and get on with it.
I had the same when we did One Man Two Governors.
Yeah.
I had so much in that show. I was barely off stage.
It was a lot, wasn't it?
I was literally like every couple of nights I go, right, I've just got to nail this scene for tonight, and then I'm sorted. Then move on to the next one. Right, next scene. Right.
Yeah.
It's just it was never stopped. Never stopped, did we?
Nope. It was a lot.
Okay, so let's have a look at some of the sort of the regular questions that we like to ask. I mean, the first one obviously really is how did you guys get started? What was it that first got you into theatre in the first place?
Well, I started off quite young. I actually started with the Manx Ops. My first ever show was Scrooge the Musical many years ago.
Were you one of the kids, were you?
Yes, I was one of the kids in that. So yeah, that was my first ever show in the child ensemble, and yeah, I just immediately loved it and did a few pantos as well as like a child as well, and yeah, I just grew up and never really stopped.
What was your first adult show? I mean, show as an adult rather than adult.
Yeah. Well, that's actually one of my answers for the other questions, so it might be a bit of a spoiler. But it was Titanic, the musical, which was 2019, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Or 2009 maybe?
Yeah, 2000.
No, it would have been,
2009.
2009 would be more right. Yeah, I started
It's
with my
2026
first adult.
now. It's much later than that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so 2009. So yeah, that was my first adult show and had a little mini part in that as well.
Yeah, were you one of the stewards or something like that?
I was Fleet, the one that didn't see the iceberg.
Yes, 'Cause I worked backstage on that, and I have to say that is one of the hardest work shows that I've worked on as crew, because obviously the interval, or just before the interval, it hits the iceberg, and then during the interval you've got to turn the whole stage onto an angle.
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of little bits.
thinking.
You sort of take bits out and you fold things over, and the whole set then at the back just goes onto the angle. But at the end of the show, there's kind of it didn't really have bows, did it? It just had kind of like a bit of a final sort of tableau at the end.
Yeah, basically we all just stood there as a cast as the names of the dead, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
But we had 30 seconds or something like that to rewrite the set, and it was just literally it was curtain down, go, and we had 40 members of backstage crew ran in, lifted one side of the set, pulled legs out, locked it back into place, and then legged it back off again. But that was mental. That was a hell of a show. That was.
Yeah, I loved that show. Yeah, it was brilliant.
Bethan, how about you? How did you get started?
So I used to do acting with Parker and Snell. So my first, it wasn't a show as such. It was more not a musical either. I think it was more of a play. I did The Jungle Book.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then I got into doing the pantos and things like that. And then I did The Addams Family with Centre Stage, and then did a couple of shows with them. And then
Were you Wednesday?
I was Wednesday's understudy.
Wednesday understudy. Right?
Yeah. So Shay obviously played Wednesday.
Yes, she did. Yes.
Yeah, and then I've done a couple of shows with DCU as well. And then Jamie was my first show with Manx Ops, so this is my second show with them.
Lauren, how about you? You've done a few shows with a few different societies, haven't you?
Not really.
No?
Only just recently. So my first one was when I was 10. I did a Vita as as one of the kids.
Was that Taylorian's one?
No, that would have
No,
been
it was Manx
even
Ops.
longer. Ago
Manx
than
Ops
that.
one?
Yeah.
Gosh, I was in that.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah. Yeah, gosh.
But I was only 10 then, so you probably don't remember me.
I remember them being some children.
Children around doing some singing in gowns.
Yeah.
And then, didn't really have any confidence to do anything for my whole teenage life. Didn't think I was good enough. And then I auditioned for ensemble for School of Rock just before COVID with Taylorian, and got in that. And then COVID happened. It got
And then obviously
cancelled.
it didn't.
So,
Yeah.
And then it came round again with Centre Stage, and I auditioned for ensemble again, and I got asked to do Patty.
Cool.
So that was incredible.
Yeah.
Just got thrown in the deep end there, but it was incredible.
Yeah. Often the best way. Just jump
Yeah.
straight in. Don't worry about it. Brilliant. Okay. Do you have a bucket list of parts that you would like to play? Is there a dream role that sits up there above everything else that you go, actually, once I've done that, I'm happy. I can retire now. Just like Jack Divers has done 15 times.
There's only like two that like immediately come to mind, although there will be plenty of others. But Quasimodo and Hunchback, there's so many of his songs that I absolutely adore. And then Phantom, which is a very basic answer, but again, they're just incredible songs that I just would love to sing now.
Oh yeah,
but yeah.
Yeah. It's a real acting part as well. It's a great one. How about you, Bethan? Is there any on your bucket list?
So I think Elwood's definitely was on there. So that is now ticked off. But I would absolutely love to play Jenna in Waitress.
Oh yes,
Like that is my all-time favourite musical.
It is on heavy repeat for me at the moment
in
as well.
6. That's my one, the Queens.
Yeah, the Queens in 6. They're
Anyone
Ultimate
in
girl
particular,
power.
or just anyone?
Jane Seymour.
Seymour.
cute.
Yeah.
Heart of Stone.
The only one he truly loved.
Yes. Love it.
I've not seen it or heard the
You
playlist.
come out feeling empowered to be a woman.
A strong, powerful woman.
Yeah.
So I was watching the episode of Friends the other day. Anyway, we digress. Lauren, how about you? Have you got any bucket list
Got to
roles?
be one of the 6 girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind which one. I'll give a go of rapping as well.
Oh, yes.
Or one of the Schuyler sisters.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
going to say
Yeah.
I saw Sitting Indians. They did a version of 6 a few years ago with Eve. Eve
It
was
was
one of
so
them.
good,
It was
yeah.
ace. It was brilliant. I loved
Yeah.
that. I'd love to see the West End version. It would be amazing.
So good.
It's incredible.
Okay, so you've been in shows with varying degrees of budget. So there have been great costumes and there have been not so great costumes. What would you say is the best and or worst costume that you've ever had to wear?
I've been quite lucky. My costumes have all been pretty nice. Zoe last year, I had a lot of green, but it was all nice stuff. And then I had a bridesmaid dress, which I would happily take home with me. I loved that. And this year, prison jumpsuit. I mean, what
Can't
do you
get
want?
much higher than that.
So I think
Glamour.
I've been lucky with costumes. Yeah. I mean, it's the first time wearing a wig, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh God, and skipping as well.
Skipping
That'll
with
be
a wig.
interesting.
Lots of tape. Lots of tape. Lots of pins. Lots of pins.
Lots of pins. Yeah.
I mean, it's not an issue I have these days, obviously. Although I do need
You've had a
wigs
wig,
for it.
yeah. You've had a few wigs.
But actually, since I've had a shaved head, I've just been able to get away with just being a shaved head. It's been great. It's like we go for wigs. And went, "Do you know what? No, I don't think we will. Okay, fine." Just growing beard is the changing. That's the.
I do seem to remember a beard though for you for Jersey Boys. I'm sure you had a few wigs for Jersey Boys.
Yes, Jersey Boys. Yes, Jersey Boys was a few wigs. That's because I was playing 19 different people.
Yeah.
So I had a blonde wig and a brown wig, and I had a moustache and glasses and hats and various combinations thereof to be the different people. But yeah, that was busy, hectic. Running down stage, having a costume change. It's like, this is the blonde one, but no moustache, right? Slap, and we're on. Yeah, that was hot and sweaty. That was a great show though. A lot of fun.
Definitely one of the ones that were up there for best for me was Les Mis. I again, sort of similar to you. I think I did about 5 or 6 different parts in Les Mis.
Yeah.
I was a member of the ensemble, and then also one of the
Students.
Yeah, one of the students as well. So I ended up I had about 6 different costumes of different people, different varying degrees of wealth, and
Yes.
yeah, it was just but yeah, even the poorest, shabbiest kind of costumes, I still loved them as well. And but yeah, every single one of those costumes I absolutely loved, and they're all on point. Brilliant. Yeah.
Fantastic. Bethan?
So I'd say my worst costume was definitely from the Addams Family, playing
Right.
one of the ancestors.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they were good costumes,
Yeah.
but personally, I just wasn't a fan.
You weren't feeling it.
Didn't they all
No.
have different ways of passing?
Yeah.
What was yours? Do you know?
I think I was shot through the head
Okay.
because I was a barmaid.
Right.
Well, I was a wench, but
Yeah.
we went with barmaid.
Keeping it family friendly.
Yes. 'Cause I think I was 16, so
Oh, there we go.
it was great.
Yeah.
And then I think my best costumes got to have been this show. I love every single one of them.
Yeah.
No spoilers, but obviously they're all pink, which is
Obviously.
great. So yeah, I love them all.
Amazing shoes as well.
Oh yes,
Some nice power suits, I guess, is there?
yes.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Okay, I'm guessing with David Artis in the room, things tend to go wrong in rehearsals. I'm I'm not saying that he forgets lines and makes things up and jumps ahead scenes, but
But he forgets lines.
Yeah. So is there anything that sort of springs to mind that's gone sort of horrendously wrong in rehearsals that's just brought everyone to tears laughing?
I don't. Well, since you brought it up, like he did this as well with me in Amos, because with Chicago, because like in both for Mr. Cellophane, there was a bit of dialogue in the middle of the song.
Yes.
And with David Artist was giving me the final line before I was about to go back into singing for Mr. Cellophane as well. And each time he'd like either forget the line or give me something that's not quite the line, and like the orchestra were gonna like go after a certain word, and if it wasn't given, then nothing was gonna happen. So yeah, that was interesting to navigate.
Keep on your toes.
And yeah, basically the exact same thing happened or is happening in Legally Blonde, mainly Chip on my shoulder. Where again, yeah, there's a bit of dialogue where it's literally going into my final section of the song, the big bit, and he like either fluffs it up or doesn't give it, and I'm like, great.
So David needs to look over his script better.
Yeah. But I can't think. That's probably my thing, my personal one. I don't. Maybe some skipping might have been trying to like use those ropes, but I don't think there's been any major bad
nobody's
things.
been hurt.
Yeah, I mean,
Nobody's hurt someone else.
Touch wood
We've
now.
hurt ourselves.
no one's brought the light fittings down or anything.
There has been
a lot of
there
marks.
has been a rogue
Leg.
skipping rope that's gone flying.
Yeah,
times.
but so far, touch wood, no severe injuries.
Excellent. So suggesting maybe some minor injuries, but nothing severe.
Minor, yeah.
Bit of
We've all
whiplash.
been literally whipped into shape a few times, but
Excellent. Okay, so some of the other newer ones that we've got is there a new show with a part that you'd love to play, but you can't because you're now too old?
well, that's horrible.
Yeah, it is. But it's like I mean, I think I kind of thought of this one about myself now that I'm into the back end of my 40s. Over the last sort of 10 years, there's things like Dear Evan Hansen and Back to the Future and all these shows like this, thinking like, I'd love to play Marty, but I'm not 23 anymore.
Yeah, that's literally my answer. I was going to say Marty.
Yeah.
I just recently watched it in London, and it was brilliant.
It is fabulous, isn't it?
I think, even though I'm only 32, I think I am still just a bit past that now, because I think he's meant to still be like sort of high school age, or if not slightly just coming out of high school maybe. But yeah, I think I'm a bit past that, unfortunately.
Also, the rig. I want to see the rig on how the car flies.
Oh my God. I don't know why, because it's not like an emotional moment, but it did make me cry.
I was front row dress circle practically in the centre. I'd paid a fortune for these tickets, but I didn't care. And I'm just like, they were like as close as we are now as they come out and the wave out the window of the car. And I'm like, hello.
It was brilliant.
Yeah. Bethan, how about you?
It's not really a new show, but a part I'd love to play would be Matilda.
Yeah.
In obviously Matilda the
I'd
musical.
say that's kind of fairly new.
Yeah, it's still absolutely
As a stage musical.
15 years old, something like that.
Yeah,
So it's-
definitely. I'd
dancing.
love to play Matilda.
I mean, at least probably the best way to sort of think about it is, were you old enough to play the role when it
At
came
the
out?
time,
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
No, there you go.
I love And Juliet.
Yeah.
I love that show. The soundtrack to that show was me growing up. So
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to do Juliet in that, but I think probably a bit old for that now.
No, but I think you get away with that.
Oh, thank you.
Just seeing Leah walk in has reminded me that we didn't mention the production team. So on the production team, we have Jeremy Tusson as director.
Yeah,
I mean, he's done quite a few with Manx Ops now, hasn't he?
he has, yeah.
He must have done at least the last sort of 4 or 5 and done a few before that as well. We also have Chris Sylvan as musical director. We have Leah Carter, who's just walked through and reminded me, and she's assistant director, so she's whipping you into shape when Jeremy's not here. And you've got Alicia Schofield as the dance captain. Okay, let's go for another one of the newer ones. Now, this is one I spotted online fairly recently, and it's which musical has the best Act 1 finale and why?
Ooh, that's easy.
I have.
Oh, go on then, Lauren.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Yeah, non-stop.
Yes.
All those different songs come together. Oh, you can't beat
Yes, that's
it. It's
so good.
magic.
Bethan, you
I
said?
thought you were saying.
Are you with Hamilton as well?
Well, I was thinking Hamilton, but then also, obviously, I think the end of Act 1 in Legally Blonde.
It's so good.
It's such a powerful number.
Yeah.
And it's like Elle finally realising, like, she doesn't need anyone. Do you know? Like, she can do it herself.
Yeah.
And, like, I absolutely love it. Like, the energy in that number.
It's a big empowering moment.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's one of the, like, my biggest songs in the show.
Yeah.
But I do think, like, even watching it, it's such an amazing, like, end to the act.
You can't not smile watching it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Powerhouse.
David, how about you?
For me, it'd probably be One Day More, Les Mis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, especially both having seen it and been in it, it's just like there's nothing quite like it. It's just so powerful.
It's one of those songs that gives you chills, doesn't it? It makes the hairs on your arms and back of your neck stand up. And
when everyone comes together and sings
everyone's
it.
in a big triangle marching forwards, backwards, and someone's waving a big flag.
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah!
It has to be.
Okay. Here's another one that we've had this one in for a while, and it's you're allowed to keep one costume and or prop from any show that you've been in. What is it and why?
Mine's a bit obscure.
Obscure is good.
Mine's specifically my tail in Cats.
Right. Okay.
The rest of the costume, the rest of the lycra can like do one, but
Can be burned.
That literally can be burnt. But like my tail, I just loved like standing in the wings, just like literally stroking it for ages, waiting for my next number. I remember like literally saying goodbye to it, like, and genuinely being sad and upset when it was the last show that I was never going to wear it again. It's just, I love my tail.
Brilliant. Bethan, how about you?
So mine's not really a prop, but if I could, I would keep Nellie from this show. Because she's my little sidekick and she's with me everywhere.
So we better warn Nellie's owner to keep an eye on
She already knows.
I'm going to tell Nelly that you called her a prop.
I clarified that she wasn't a prop.
Lauren, how about
So
you?
mine would be my bracelet, my green bracelet from the band last year.
Oh, right, yes.
We all had a bracelet representing like our colour in our friendship. And the friendship that we made as a cast during that show was just exactly as the story tells it. It was so special. And whenever I've got an audition or whenever I'm feeling nervous, I put my band on, so I've got my girls with me. So
That's
so you did
fabulous.
get to keep it?
yeah, well, I don't know if we asked.
It was kept.
I made a replica.
We all bands, and we all wear our bands whenever we need our girls with us.
It's like my truncheon from Sweeney Todd. It may not have made it into the prop box on the way home.
Just a happy accident.
It may or may not be in my bedroom. It's fine. Okay, so we're getting on time now, and you've got a rehearsal this evening. So let's start to wrap this up. But like I said, way back in 2020, after the first big lockdown, we started to create our own Spotify playlist. Now, this is our ultimate musical theatre playlist, and it's full of songs that mean something special to us. So that's either a song that we've sung, it's from a show that we've been in, or just means something special to us. So Neil King and I, when we first set up the playlist, we each put 10 songs each just to get it going, because 2 songs is a very short playlist. So we filled those up with 10 songs. Then every person who's come on the podcast since then has added a song of their own. So let's have a quick look through the playlist and see if we can find some relevant Manx Operatic Society ones. So Nikki Openshaw, she chose You Will Be Found from Dear Evan Hansen, incidentally, on next year. Looking forward to that. Eve Pazar, she chose You Can't Stop the Beat from Hairspray. Phil Bird chose Fish and Chips from Charlie Girl. Kate Cowley chose Before the Parade Passes By from Hello Dolly. I love that. And who else have we got down here that I could find? Oh, yes. And then we've got Tracy McCann. She chose Somewhere That's Green from Little Shop of Horrors, which was fabulous. Right. So, Bethan, you've already put one in, but
I have.
I'm feeling nice, so I can let you put another one in.
Thank you.
What song would you like to add and why?
So Much Better from Legally Blonde, because I feel like I really relate to that song, because it's like, it's kind of just like about finding yourself and like realizing that you are stronger than you think, and like you can actually do anything if you put your mind to it. And like, I just love singing it. Like, it's such a belty number and I absolutely love it. And anytime I hear it, I'm just smiling because I love it so much.
Fabulous. Now, listeners, if the microphones have been clever, you might just have picked up the panting and scratching of nails. There are dogs in the building. There are dogs in the building. So we'll get to have a cuddle with them shortly. Lauren, what song would you like to add? Why?
I would like to add Yorktown from Hamilton, because if I need to feel pumped up, that song's gonna do it for me.
Awesome. And David?
Mine is a real mood shift.
Okay. Bringing it down.
Yeah. Mine's Tell Me It's Not True from Blood Brothers. It was just the first show that I saw, or first musical that I saw professionally done from quite a young age, and it just immediately like ignited my like love for musical theatre, and just kept me going through it.
Fabulous. Which Nolan sister did you manage to see?
Oh, I don't know. Mine was the touring production that I got to see.
Oh, right, okay. It was probably Nolan's sister. Oh, dogs barking.
Yeah.
Hi, Ben. Yeah. It was, it will have been a Nolan sister because the mum has always been a Nolan sister. So
I was in my like first year of GCSE. No, I think I was actually even before my first year of GCSEs because we went on a drama like kind of school trip to go see something at the theatre, and so I think I might have even only been in like year 8 or 9 when we went to go see it, and I loved it so much that I brought my mum to go see it because I was like, you have to come and watch this, it's brilliant. Yeah,
fantastic. Right, well, we'll get those added onto the Spotify playlist for you, and that'll be us.
Thank you very much.
Right, so Legally Blonde is running at the Gaiety Theatre from Saturday the 9th to Saturday the 16th of May, with performances nightly at 7:30pm, and there is no show on Sunday the 10th. If you've not done so already, you can get your tickets from villagaiety.com or by calling 600 555. Bethan, David, Lauren, thanks for joining me on the podcast today. We wish you and everyone at the Manx Operatic Society all the very best for Legally Blonde.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
You're listening to the Manx Theatre Podcast with Neil Callan.
Okay, let's have another look forward at what's currently planned for this year. First up, as we've already mentioned, is the Manx Operatic Society with Legally Blonde at the Gaiety from this Saturday, the 9th, to the Saturday the 16th of May. Then the Service Players have their first main production of the year and will be staging the 70s TV favourite, The Good Life, which runs at the Gaiety from the 25th to the 27th of June. Next, in July, from the 10th to the 18th, Two Feathers Productions are back for their 4th production with Come From Away, which charts the stories of the locals of Gander, Newfoundland, and the passengers of 38 jumbo jets forced to land there when the US airspace was closed following the terrorist actions on 9/11. In August, from the 5th to the 15th, Taylor Owen Productions bring their 20th anniversary production of Cats to the Gaiety. Then in October, you'll need to dust off your air guitars for Rock of Ages, brought to the Gaiety by Centre Stage Productions from the 9th to the 17th. Then, from the 5th to the 7th of November, the Service Players are back again with Dracula at the Gaiety Theatre, directed by Alessandro Mazzotta. Also at the Gaiety in November, we have stage door entertainments with the Great British Bake Off musical from the 12th to the 14th. It's recently been announced that Stage Ed will be back again this Christmas for the Gaiety Panto, which this year will be Beauty and the Beast, and tickets are on sale now. Well, with that, we bring episode 78 to a close. Thanks once again to Bethan, Lauren and David for joining me on the podcast, and we wish them and everyone at the Manx Operatic Society involved with Legally Blonde all the very best for their run. Don't forget, if you've not bought your tickets yet, you can get them from villagaiety.com or by calling 600 555. Don't forget to check out our Spotify playlist by searching for Manx Theatre Podcast. There are 135 tracks on there now, and over 9 hours of show tunes to satisfy your musical theatre needs. If you have any events that you'd like me to talk about or promote on a future episode, you can contact me through the podcast social media accounts or by email to manxtheatrepodcast@gmail.com. All that remains is to say thanks for listening, and I hope you join me again next time. I've been Neil Callan, and you've been listening to the Manx Theatre Podcast. Goodbye.
The Manx Theatre Podcast, taking a look behind the scenes of Manx Theatre.
And happier than actors' life for me.